This is what Legends Night is all about at the Meadowlands. Starting it off with Laffitt Pincay Jr. Here he is right here in the house. How you doing, Laffitt?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Now we're going to look back a little bit. First, let's look at 21 years ago, the stretch run of the Meadowlands Cup, Creme Fraiche. I tell you, Woody Stevens sent a lot of horses out ready to go, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Tell us a little bit about Creme Fraiche. What kind of horse was he?
Yeah, well, I tell you, he could really run, and he was very courageous horse and very, very tough horse. And every time I rode him, he put up a good run for me, and that was a very, very good race that day. For a while, I didn't think I was going to get there, but he just kept trying and trying. Finally, he got the job done. And
coming up on October 25th will be the 25th year of the Breeders' Cup. We're looking back at the first year, we had a wild, literally a really wild first Breeders' Cup. Your memories there with Gate Dancer as they came to the wire?
Yes, coming down the stretch, I thought for sure I was going to win the race, and the horse in front seems like they were coming out, and there was some bumping, and my horse quit running and started logging in with me. At the same time, I was trying to win the race and keep it from logging in, and that probably cost me the race. But if he would have, I think if he would have kept running straight and the way he was at the beginning, he would have got the job done.
Now back in 1993, Diazzo won the Pegasus. You won that for Bill Shoemaker. Bill Shoemaker won the Derby with Ferdinand at age 54. What year did you retire? How old were you?
I was 56 years old.
Okay, now when you retire, how tough is it to retire on top in this game?
Very tough, because I wanted to keep going. I was doing very well, and it seemed like my career was going. I feel like I was going to the top again. I was getting a lot of good horses and getting called from the all around the country and trying to get me to ride good horses, and then I had my speed. So it was kind of tough because I was enjoying what I was doing at the time.
I remember back in 1976, Braulio Baeza retired, but he was the Eclipse Award winner the year before, so he really went out on top.
Yes, he did. Yeah, but I think Braulio, he had some problems, and he had, like me, had a lot of weight problems also.
You're a young guy in Panama City. How do you try to become a jockey? Are there riding academies there? And if so, how long does it take?
Well, at the time that I was in Panama, we used to go to school once a week. We had this retired jockey that he was the teacher, and he was famous for being very courageous jockey, and he tell us what to do on a barrel because we didn't have an equisasher then, so we didn't even have a stirrup. We just have some ropes that we put as a stirrup on a barrel.
Oh, really? But only so many jockeys can graduate and go on. There's only so many spots, right?
Well, yeah. Well, at the time, I think that we were about maybe about 12 kids going to him every weekend. And some of them they turned out to be pretty good jockeys.
And one of the greatest horses of all time, sometimes considered the greatest, is Secretariat. You had a pretty good view of Secretariat with a horse by the name of Sham, didn't you?
That's right, from behind.
Tell us a little bit about that. But in the Derby, Secretariat went every quarter faster, but he only beat Sham by 2.5 lengths, so Sham had to put in a great race.
Yeah, he was coming down the stretch. I thought for sure I was going to win the race. He was, when I really settled him down, he really was giving to me everything he had, and I felt like I was on the best horse that day. And I was very surprised when Secretariat came alongside of me and started going by me very, very easily, so there's no question about it. He's probably the best horse I ever saw. Okay,
now he's the greatest horse you raced against. Who's the greatest horse you rode? Who would that be?
Oh, the best horse I rode was Affirmed.
Affirmed. Okay, yeah. Affirmed. Now tell us a little bit about Affirmed, because we don't seem to have the rivalries in the sport we used to have. Affirmed and Alidar. Remember Spectacular Bid? We had some great horses back in the 70s, but we don't seem to have that anymore.
That's right. But I really enjoy riding Affirmed. He could really run. He had a lot of courage, and the thing that I most like about him, that I was surprised about him, that for a horse, he was very, very smart. It's like he went into a race and he knew exactly what he was doing. He went into the gate. He knew when the door opened, he came out. He always came out on top. And kind of a horse that when you ride, you can rely on him because he's usually going to do whatever you want him to do. You know, if you want to go to the lead, you go to the lead. If you want to take him back, he will come back to you. You know, very, very kind horse to ride.
You know, a lot of sports have a senior league. Is there such thing as like a world retired jockeys tour or anything like that we can look forward to?
Well, we're doing that right now. We're promoting the Breeders' Cup right now. We're going around the different state and promoting the Breeders' Cup, and I think it's good for racing, and it's fun to get to see all the fans coming to the track and getting your autograph and asking your question, and actually I'm having a lot of fun doing this.
We could call Laffitt Pincay, Pat Day, and Angel Cordero together again, not only the Legends Tour, because you guys certainly know each other from on the track for years and years and years.
That's right. We were competitive. We used to compete against each other all the time, and but outside the track, we were always good friends.
Well, you're not riding tonight, but it's good to have Laffitt Pincay back at the Meadowlands. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Oh, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Great, thank you.